almost feel like you're at the strongest point you've been for a while in terms of selection with Thiago, Lewis on the way back, Diogo's got these kind of players for you.
Yeah. If they stay, we had don't like too much to talk about these kind of things because then next moment you get a call that somebody's out. But we had a couple of problems this week. Ivo couldn't train for 2 days. Should be back today, hopefully. Ali wasn't involved for 2 days. Will train today individually. So a little bit illness here, a little bit knocks there. So we had a few problems, and hopefully we'll not get more. But if they're all in, then I think we have 5-6 players not in the squad, matchday squad. This is a lot. It's a lot, and and they're all training well. I cannot. If it would be easy for me, if somebody's not showing up, then it's a very easy decision. But there are no easy decisions. Who stays at home, stuff like this. So that's tough for a few boys, but really good for us. And we never had that, and that's positive, absolutely.
You got a Carl Toby to a PA at the back.
Jurgen, it's been 5 games without a win since the 7-0 against United. Was there a reaction to that result that's maybe worked against?
We played the game after United was Bournemouth, wasn't it? Yeah. And yeah, we didn't play at the same level exactly, but it's different and difficult to replicate performances. So you have to fight into such a game. And in the end, it was obviously everything was tough to take from there. But we could have turned the game around in a specific moment, and didn't. And then after that was, I don't know how was exactly Madrid. So I know it was. The results weren't great, but the performances weren't great. After 7-0, I'm not sure you can really learn how to deal with it. To be honest, the boys, it's not that we were flying through the week. It's more these little expectation inside yourself where you think, okay, things are clicking, now I'm scoring, stuff like this, and you realize, oh, it's different. Things are not going that well today. So winning 2-0 and 5 times in a row is much better than having these bam, because it was a super strange season. I think we all agree it's not our best season, but the 2 highest results in our history. So absolutely strange. So it always shows, okay, they can do that. Why can't they do it every week? And that's a good question, and we have to work on the answer. Absolutely, but that's it. The reaction could have been better probably, but it was not intentional. Not neither from the boys nor from me. We didn't think we are the greatest just because we beat United with that crazy result. Things happened because we are not consistent. That's this season. We're not consistent this season. That's the problem.
Spoken about last week, you were looking forward to having a 4 week to work with ahead of this game. Have you been able to do anything different?
Yes, of course. You want to know what we do in training, or? Of course, yeah, it's different. You can go through pretty much everything what is important in football. You can work on defensive stuff. You can work on offensive stuff. You can do finishing. You can do even endurance if you want. You can do everything in such a long week. You have really time to train. When you usually in a short week, you recover most of the time, and give the information all in meetings, and that's a massive difference. That's a week where you turn into a coach again, and not being just a manager to pick the team and set the tactics up and stuff like this. So this is proper coaching. Yeah, I enjoy it a lot.
Thank you. One here.
Thanks, Tony. Jurgen, tomorrow is the anniversary of the Hillsborough disaster. Arsenal fans, quite rightly, were commended last Sunday for the respect they showed during the silence. But it's not typical, is it? How incredible do you find it that Liverpool fans are still subjected to chants about Hillsborough, and what can be done about it?
First and foremost, you're right. It was probably the most respectful minute of silence I've ever witnessed last week. There was absolutely no noise apart from a little baby, and that was absolutely fine. That you could hear the baby even showed how silent it was. And I have no explanation for this. It's just football supporters can be a really mean group. So that's how it is. If you find a weak point of somebody, then you just put your finger in it. I have a lot of groups, football supporters are guilty of that. Not only in football, in sports in general. You have a look what they don't like, and boom, you put the finger in. I think the more attention you give it, the more often they will do it. It's not so much how other people think about our situation in that specific case as well. It's much more how we think about it. Now, the real special thing is that we as a Liverpool family come still together in these decisive moments. Like tomorrow morning, for example, Hendo and I will go to Anfield and show our respect. And it was not for 1 second a duty since I'm here, because of the way we all deal with it. And that's much more important. If other people don't understand it, I'm not too bothered about, to be honest, because that's their fault, not ours, and why should we really be worried about it? But again, I have to say it was really obvious how the Arsenal supported in that moment, how that worked out. That was touching, to be honest.
Any more for the Open? No? Move on to the embargo.